Hello guys, welcome back to the Sports Geek channel. Today we will be talking about the Pakistan and West Indies series and the epic fail that it was, and also a little preview about the England and India series. So moving on, Pakistan and West Indies was overall a big fail here for both teams, as this was one of the more final preparation chances that they had before the World Cup, and weather did take the victory over this series, as we did see one game being cancelled because of COVID, because Australia and West Indies did have that COVID problem, and then that match was postponed, which which made problems with the Pakistan and West Indies schedule. So that was a big problem for the Pakistanis, as they had first of all got a deducted match. And then rain on the first match, it was the 9 overs match. And West Indies did have a really good start. They were 80 odd, I think they were 84 in their 9 overs. So they did have an extremely good start. It was chaseable on that wicket. It was slow, but I would definitely say it was a bit of a chaseable score. Coming over to the second T20, after that one was washed out. Second T20, Pakistan make a modest total of around 154-ish, I would say. Somewhere in the mid 150s, and West Indies got off to a slowish start. They lost a couple of wickets, but Pooran, I mean, what an innings that man played. Absolutely outstanding the way he batted, and showed the full capabilities of how these West Indies can do the biggest hits of all time. I mean, they're so scary the way they're bat. I mean, it's honestly, you get scared, like as the other team, you just get scared. If one of them fires, you're in such big trouble. Coming on to the Professor, what a bowler. I mean, considering being 40 years of age and then bowling a spell like that, I mean, it showed that he's still in peak physical condition for a player. He's still in physical condition to represent a country. He would walk into my Pakistani T20 lineup any day. I mean, he's very handy with the ball, as we saw in the second T20. Also, very, very, of course, handy with the bat. A decent fielder. Of course, it's gone down over the previous years, but still a very, very handy fielder. An excellent bowler, an excellent batsman, as we all know that. Overall, it was good. Sharjeel, again, disappointed in him because he got off to a really good start, and then he threw the start away because of the simple fact that he was just, okay, I got 1-6, now I have to go again. I mean, we were already going at 10 and over at that point. I understood why he went again, but that wasn't really the ball to go after. The Jason Holder ball, a really good delivery, good line, good length. Everything was quite exceptional from him there. Overall, Babar Azam played well. He came in, looked a bit slow actually at the start, but I think he was just getting used to the conditions. Took about 15-20 balls, and then the next 18 balls, I think he scored like 40 runs. So he really did play really well in that innings. Talking to a bit more bowling perspective wise for Pakistan, Shaheen Shah Afridi was given the rest, and I do understand why, because he hasn't been dropped since, I don't know, last year or something. So he's played a lot of cricket, so it definitely did make sense for him to get dropped. And also, Haris Rauf being picked over Hasnain, I mean, I would disagree with that decision to an extent, because Hasnain was really, really well, bowled really well against England in that series. He did bowl to good lines, good lengths and everything, so definitely he was on the cards to definitely play on this West Indies series. Haris Rauf being picked over him, I think it's got to be purely over experience, because I think skill-wise, Haris Rauf is not that big of a better bowler than Hasnain is. Mohammad Wasim, coming on to his debut, I think he was nervous. The pitch was, as it has been for a couple of years, a bit batsman heavy, so runs were given. I think he bowled well, maybe a couple of wides, and just the first series pressure. That's all it is, just nervousness from him. Otherwise, he did take a wicket. He bowled well, decent, but I mean, overall to another brilliant bowler, Hassan Ali. How economical? I think he has an economy of 5.4 this series, because in the 30-20 that happened, 40-20 obviously, but yeah, 40-20, he gave 4 runs in this first over, and then in the second one, which actually happened, he also was like, in his 4 overs, he gave like 18 runs and took like 2 wickets or something like that. So he's been absolutely amazing. Best bowler in T20 cricket for us, no doubt in my mind about that. Coming on to that fact that I honestly do think that this Pakistan team might and well win this World Cup. I mean, it's a long shot when I think about it again, but I mean, I could say that because of the simple fact that it is in the UAE, and Pakistan do have that little bit of experience playing here, as practically this was their home for the past decade. And also a little bit of the preview about the Pakistan-England series. It's going to be a great series, as it always has been in between England and India. 4-match test series. I'm sorry, it's 5-match. So England and India, I would say India to win the first 2, England to win 1, and then India to win the next 2. So it's a 4-1 win for India, because India is just amazing. Their test team, they are absolutely amazing. I think I heard the news that Mayank Agarwal will be missing the first test. It's a big blow for them, but I think they will surely be able to. Sorry, Shubman Gill. He's not there for the first test, so I'm pretty sure they will be able to recover, as they have, I mean, amazing openers. You know, if Prithvi Shaw could have another land of opportunity, Rohit Sharma is already a fix, so India is definitely favourites to win this series by a big margin, and it's going to be big wins. It's not going to be a tight test match, in my opinion. Towards England's end, Ben Stokes, of course, he's taking his breaks as ever he wants to. Mental procedure is always more important than everything else in the world, so I would back him in whatever he says. The 100, it's an epic fail in my opinion. We'll get on to that later in a couple of videos when it's over. I will definitely be making a video on that. Overall, I think Pakistan West Indies series, let's see how the test matches go, but T20 was an absolute epic fail. And one more thing that I do want to bring up is, when you can postpone matches for COVID, why can't you postpone matches for rain? I mean, they're both disrupting the match. It's literally the same thing. It's kind of stupid from ICC, in my opinion, for not being able to do that. Everything else, I'm good. I hope everyone else is good. Stay safe. This was the Sports Geek channel, and have a good day.